Have you ever thought a single coin stuck in a door handle could lead to your car being stolen? It sounds ridiculous, but it's just one of many tricks thieves use to take your car right under your nose. From high-tech devices that block key fob signals to classic scams like fake tow trucks or staged accidents, they have dozens of ways to make you lose everything in minutes. In this video, I'll reveal the 15 most sophisticated theft tactics and, more importantly, how you can spot and prevent them before it's too late. Like and subscribe to the channel if this video helps you. 15. Hot wiring older cars, breaking the steering column. It sounds like something from an action movie, but in real life, this is still a go-to trick for thieves targeting cars from the 90s or early 2000s without an immobilizer. The culprit needs just a few minutes. They pop off the steering column's plastic cover, expose the wires, and connect them to start the engine. No key needed, no broken glass, and often no clear evidence left behind. Older pickups, minivans, or mainstream sedans become easy prey, especially in public parking lots or low-camera neighborhoods. I once knew a customer with a 1998 Honda Civic who stepped away for 15 minutes to grab coffee. When they returned, the car was gone, no alarm, no witnesses. So, what can you do? The solution lies in adding protections those older cars lack. Install a hidden kill switch to cut the electrical circuit. Use a steering wheel lock or pedal lock, and consider an aftermarket alarm system. These measures might not be fancy, but they make thieves waste time, forcing them to give up and move on to an easier target. With older cars, complacency equals high risk. One moment of carelessness could cost you a car you've relied on for years. 14. Signal jamming when you lock your car. This is a highly sophisticated trick that happens right in the parking lots of supermarkets, malls, or stadiums. You step out of your car, press the button on your key fob, hear the beep, see the lights flash, and walk away feeling secure. But nearby, a thief is holding a device the size of a smartphone, emitting a signal that jams your fob's frequency. The result? The lock signal never reaches your car, and the doors stay unlocked. You think the car is secure, but it's wide open for the thief to grab your wallet, laptop, or even drive off. I once heard a customer's story. They popped into a convenience store for 10 minutes, only to return and find everything in the trunk gone, with no signs of forced entry. The fix is simple, but often overlooked. After pressing the lock button, always tug the door handle to confirm it's locked. If possible, park in well-lit, busy areas, and avoid leaving valuables in the cabin. For some car models, use the mechanical key instead of relying solely on the remote. Never fully trust the beep. 1 second of double checking can be the barrier that saves your car. 13. Keyless relay attack. Keyless entry sounds luxurious. Keep the fob in your pocket and the doors unlock automatically. Press a button and the engine starts. But thieves exploit this very feature. They often work in pairs. One stands near your house or window, holding a relay device to capture the signal from the key fob you left on a table or in a bag near the door. That signal is amplified and sent to an accomplice standing by your car. The result? The car thinks the key is right there, the doors unlock, the engine starts, and seconds later, it's gone. No broken glass, no alarm, no signs of forced entry. I once heard about a family in the suburbs who left their fob in a coat pocket by the door. By morning, their $60,000 SUV was gone, with the camera only catching 2 shadowy figures passing by. How to prevent it? Simple but effective. Store your key far from doors and windows, and use a Faraday bag or signal-blocking box to stop the signal. At home, enable sleep or key-off mode if your car supports it. For extra security, use a steering wheel lock or mechanical kill switch. Keyless relay isn't magic, it just preys on your carelessness. Comment with the number 1 and like this video, and I'll reveal something even more shocking. 12. Code grabbing. You park your car, press the fob to lock it, hear the beep beep, and feel confident as you walk away. But at that moment, a thief sitting a few cars away with a black box on their lap captures your fob signal. Later, they replay that signal, and the car unlocks as if you were the owner. No trace, no alarm, and by the time you return, your laptop, bag, or even the entire car is gone. I once heard a customer complain. They were certain they locked the car, but the next morning it was empty, with no signs of tampering, just a clean code grab. So, how do you avoid it? First, avoid using the fob in crowded areas. Use the mechanical key when possible. Second, check if your car supports a rolling code, fob, which changes the signal each time you press it, rendering the thief's device useless. Most importantly, never assume, "I locked it, so it's safe." With code grabbing, a single careless press can turn your car into a prime target. 11. Hacking the OBD port. Every car made after 1996 has an OBD2 port under the dashboard. It's meant to help mechanics diagnose issues and perform maintenance. But in the hands of a thief, it becomes a tool to create a new key in minutes. Their method is slick. They pry open the door, pop the dashboard cover, and plug a programming device into the OBD port. With a few clicks, the car recognizes a fake key as legitimate. No broken glass, no alarm, and a car worth tens of thousands of dollars drives off in minutes. I once met a customer whose $60,000 Ford F-150 Platinum was stolen right outside a restaurant. The whole process took under 4 minutes. The scariest part, the car's stock alarm didn't trigger because it thought the key was valid. So, what can you do? Install an OBD port lock, which costs just a few bucks but is highly effective. For extra security, relocate the port using a specialized kit or add a steering wheel lock to slow thieves down. In this race against time, making them fumble for a few extra minutes might make them give up and move on to another target. 10. Fake tow trucks. You walk out to a parking lot and find your car gone. Your first thought, maybe the police towed it for parking illegally. But the truth could be a beat-up tow truck with no logo or paperwork, operated by thieves. They cruise busy lots, targeting cars that are parked poorly, have expired tags, or are simply unnoticed. In minutes, your car is hooked up and gone, with passers-by assuming it's a legit tow. No alarm, no broken windows, and no one bats an eye because it looks so normal. I heard a story from Chicago. An SUV was towed from an apartment lot in broad daylight. When the owner called the police, they were told there was no tow order. The car was already stripped in a chop shop. How do you protect yourself? When parking for long periods, use a wheel lock or boot to make towing harder. Install a hidden GPS tracker in your car or a dash cam with parking mode to capture the tow truck's license plate. Most importantly, if you see a suspicious tow truck with no logo or company details near your car, stay alert and notify security or police immediately. Fake tow trucks prey on your complacency, and a few minutes of oversight could cost you your car. 9. VIN cloning. This scam is so sophisticated that many victims don't even realize their car is stolen. Thieves steal a legitimate car, then find details of an identical model and year, often from a junkyard, old dealer, or online listing. They copy the VIN, forge registration papers, and even recreate labels on the door frame or windows. The result? A stolen car transforms into a legal one, listed for sale on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist at a tempting price. Buyers see matching paperwork and a clean exterior, so they pay up. Weeks later, police knock. The car was reported stolen in another state. The buyer loses tens of thousands of dollars, and the thief is long gone. I met a guy who paid cash for a Mustang, thinking he got a steal, only to have it seized by police 3 weeks later. The solution? Always run the VIN through Carfax or NICB before buying. Compare the VIN in multiple spots, dashboard, door pillar, engine bay, for consistency. Check for tampered screws or reattached labels. Most importantly, avoid buying cars with just handwritten titles and no official bill of sale. VIN cloning preys on carelessness. One moment of oversight can cost you both the car and your money. 8. Test drive theft. It's a familiar story. You list your car on Marketplace, and a well-dressed, polite man shows up with a valid driver's license and insurance papers. You trust him. Hand over the keys for a test drive, but as soon as the car rolls out of sight, it's gone for good. Even dealers fall for this. A customer once test drove a brand new Dodge Charger using a stolen ID from a deceased person, and the car vanished within hours, stripped for parts. The danger lies in psychology. Sellers often trust a polished appearance or fear losing a sale, so they skip basic checks. The solution? Never hand over keys without thoroughly verifying identity. Demand original ID, take photos of their documents, and ideally, ride along during the test drive or bring a friend. Only meet in public, camera-monitored areas, and avoid deals in secluded spots or alleys. Remember, a thief can look like a successful businessman, but once you hand over the keys, you've put your entire asset in their hands. 1 minute of carelessness could cost you a car worth tens of thousands of dollars. If this information is helpful, please comment with the number 2 to let me know. 7. Bumper bump and grab. You're stopped at a red light or stop sign when a car lightly taps your rear bumper. It seems like a minor fender bender, and your instinct is to turn on the hazard lights, pull over, and check the damage. But that's the trap. The moment you open the door and step out, an accomplice, who's been waiting nearby, slips into the driver's seat, hits the gas, and speeds off. You're left stunned as your car, phone, wallet, and even bags in the trunk vanish in seconds. I heard about a customer who lost her SUV in a supermarket parking lot, thinking she was just checking a small dent. Leaving the engine running and door unlocked makes it even easier for thieves. So, what should you do? Stay calm if you're lightly bumped. Turn off the engine, take the keys, and lock the doors before stepping out. Check your mirrors for anyone approaching suspiciously. If something feels off, like a car with no license plate or a driver acting strange, call 911 instead of getting out. Remember, a small scratch on your bumper isn't worth losing your car or risking your safety. 6. Fake emergency. You're filling up at a gas station or parked outside a store when a stranger rushes up, shouting, "Your tire's flat," or "There's oil leaking under your car." Naturally, you panic and step out to check. In that split second, their accomplice sneaks into the driver's seat, floors it, and disappears with your car and everything inside. Wallet, phone, and a vehicle worth tens of thousands. I heard a story from Texas. An elderly woman was warned her wheel was about to fall off, and as she bent to look, the thief drove her sedan away. How do you protect yourself? Always lock your doors, even when you're inside the car. If someone flags a problem, don't rush out. Crack the window slightly to talk. If you feel uneasy, drive to a service station or a well-lit, busy area before checking. Thieves often target women or older drivers who seem trusting. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to stay skeptical and keep your doors locked. 5. Slim Jim Lockout Tool. It's an old-school trick, but it's still scarily effective, especially on older cars without modern anti-theft systems. Thieves use a Slim Jim, a thin, hooked metal strip, or professional lockout tools to slip between the window and door seal. They hook the internal lock rod, and with a quick tug, click. The door pops open in under 30 seconds. No broken glass, no alarm, and when you return from lunch or the store, your car's gone. I saw a customer in Ohio lose their 2005 Tacoma outside a diner. Security footage showed a thief working the door for just seconds before driving off. This method is cheap, fast, and easy to learn, making it a go-to for stealing older cars. The solution? If you drive a pre-2010 model, upgrade your security. Add an aftermarket alarm, a kill switch, or a steering wheel lock. For a simpler fix, use a pedal lock or anti-tamper door lock. Don't think, who'd steal an old car? These are the easiest targets due to lax security. One extra layer of protection can make thieves skip your car for an easier mark. 4. GPS/GSM jamming. Many owners feel confident with a GPS tracker, but thieves are one step ahead. They use compact signal jammers, bought online for a few $100, to block GPS, GSM, and even Bluetooth signals. The moment your car is stolen, you check the tracking app. Nothing but a blank screen, no signal. While you're scrambling, the car's already in a container or hidden garage, completely off the grid. I heard of a Range Rover hauled onto a truck in minutes, its tracking system disabled, leaving police with no leads. What's the fix? Use a multi-layered defense. Install multiple trackers in different spots, one obvious to distract thieves, another deeply hidden. Choose trackers that alert you if the signal is jammed or lost. Beyond tech, add a mechanical kill switch or steering wheel lock to slow thieves down and make them give up. Remember, jammers only make your car invisible. If stealing it becomes a hassle, thieves are likely to move on to an easier target. 3. Spare key theft. You drop your car off at a valet, a repair shop, or a body shop overnight. You trust the staff are honest, but it only takes one bad actor to target your car. They can secretly copy your spare key, note the lock code, or snap photos of the VIN and registration to make a perfect duplicate. You pick up your car and drive home, unaware that someone now has the power to unlock, start, and drive it like they're the owner. I heard of a case in California. A customer took their SUV for maintenance, and weeks later, it vanished from their driveway with no sign of a break-in. The thief had made a key. So, what's the fix? Stick to reputable garages and valets with good reviews. Never leave registration, insurance papers, or spare keys in the glove box. Many modern cars have a valet mode. Use it to limit access. If you frequently hand off your car, add a kill switch or tracker for extra protection. Never forget, a key is a golden ticket. Hand it to the wrong person, and your car could disappear without a sound. 2. Rental return ruse. This bold scam often hits at busy airports or rental return lots in the U.S. Imagine you've driven a long trip, you're tired, rushing to catch a flight, dragging luggage. You pull into the return area, and a person in a reflective vest, holding a clipboard, approaches with a professional smile. You can leave the keys with me. I'll handle the paperwork. Relieved, you hand over the keys and head off. Hours later, the rental company calls. Your car was never returned. You're stunned. You handed it to someone. But it was a stranger. They drive off like legitimate staff. No break-in, no trace. A customer I know in Florida fell for this. Not only did they lose the car, but the rental company also charged them for non-return and took them to court. How do you protect yourself? Rule 1. Only return your car at the official counter or a designated drop-off with cameras, and demand a paper or email receipt immediately. In crowded lots, lock the car yourself and use the company's drop box for the keys. Never hand keys to anyone without a proper ID badge or official uniform. The rental return ruse preys on your exhaustion and haste, but a little vigilance can unravel their entire scheme. 1 coin and door handle. It sounds like a prank, but it's a clear sign you're being targeted. Thieves slip a small coin, like a penny or nickel, into the passenger side door handle. When you lock the car with your remote, the system thinks it's secured. Lights flash, and the horn beeps, beep, beep. But the door stays unlocked because the coin jams the mechanism. You walk away confidently, leaving an open car. Thieves wait until you're gone, then quietly open the door, grab your laptop or wallet, or even hide in the back seat. I heard of a woman in Texas who found a coin, dismissed it, and removed it. The next day, security footage showed a thief had been watching her, nearly ambushing her as she opened the car. What should you do? If you spot a strange coin in the handle, don't enter the car immediately. Check your surroundings, move to a well-lit, busy area, and call the police if needed. Ensure all doors are truly locked before walking away. Share this tip with friends and family. Many think it's just a harmless prank. A tiny coin can be a big warning, and spotting it in time could save your car and your safety. From coins and door handles to fake rental staff, code grabbing, fake tow trucks, and OBD port hacks. These 15 tricks show how bold and cunning thieves have become. The lesson? Never trust the beep beep alone. Always check doors, shield your key fob, add mechanical locks, and choose safe parking spots. Staying alert to small details can keep your car, your belongings, and most importantly, your safety secure.